Space Engineers. Welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, Quantum Tater. How's everybody doing today? Alright, some quick housekeeping things. Um, First, last time, we moved our cargo container. I'm sorry, we moved our thing over one so we could have... Ah! so we could have a very loud industrial refiner. So we could have this be the outer wall, but then I put that there and sort of botched that whole thing, so that'll be a thing. We got a new storage container, which I'm going to have to do some minor moving. I'm going to have to move that today. But before we get to that, I was going to say some other housekeeping things. So first, I wanted to shout out to a couple of people. One, I believe Bobblehead, he was talking about kind of being new and stuff. So definitely check out Build Vision. It can make a lot of things really great. But then if you ever play on like a vanilla SE server, either sponsored by King or not, it will definitely mess with you a little bit because it's hard to go back. So there's that. Um, Also, I wanted to say that I'll probably, I asked, or I said something along the lines of, what would be a good like episode length, and I see a lot of people 30, 45 minutes, something like that. So I'm probably going to be in the 45-minute space for sure. It's just, you know, it's just 45 minutes to an hour. I may today, well, before we get to that, so in all of that, that all being said, a couple other people, Sergeant Retired Charlie, he mentioned the resource nodes thing. I really like it. Although I will say with regards to the Pro, there's three tiers of the static mine, and so far the basic one seems to be the best because power efficiency and stuff like that. That remains to be seen. I set up the nickel one to be a more advanced one, so there is that. Um, um, a couple other things. Rando Game 4438, I believe it was. He suggested I create a playlist for Space Engineers. I went ahead and did that. I wasn't really thinking. I actually created I created a playlist for actually Space Engineers and another one for all my Helldiver stuff because I guess that makes sense. And I also set it to play from oldest video published. That way, if you started the playlist at the beginning, you'd start at one and go through as opposed to last published or whichever way YouTube default does that. So I did create a playlist. Also, in that playlist description, I added a list of the mods and the links to those mods. In addition to that, I said that I was going to add the static drill be quiet mod. I did add that into this playthrough, into this. So we're actually going to go check that out. I don't know if anybody remembers how loud the drill was to begin with, but I added the be quiet sound because it's still pretty loud. It's maybe it falls off quicker. Oh yeah, it does. It falls off way quicker. So normally this volume's consistent. Oh yeah, I can't even hear it. That's beautiful. So normally this volume's consistent through like a long path. So that being said, I did add that because I did not want to, I wanted it to be a little quieter. So I did in in the playlist, I put all the videos in there, and then I also put all the mods that we're using in this current thing have been added, as well as a link to those mods to their Steam page. I did not put a description. You can go to each one of those. Um, and with the mods, some of them have like parameters you can dial in yourself as a user. I have not dialed any parameters in. That is not what I wanted to do. What else? There was a couple other things sort of in the housekeeping space. I appreciate all the other comments, especially the with conversations, staying up late, stuff like that. Rando Game, don't make sure you don't anger your wife by watching YouTube. I don't want your wife to be angry at me. So, really, it's a selfish thing myself. As far as one other thing, I can't remember. It's JB King Jr. He made a couple of comments as well uh, um, about the turbines. And so one of the things that like I really like the way these turbines look, but as far as space efficiency goes, I believe that they are less good. So a really popular thing to do with turbines And actually, a good experiment for this, let's go ahead and do this. How many do we want to do? We'll do, what is it, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we need 5 turbine fans. So just so you can see, actually, and I'm just go ahead and pop these down here, but I'm also going to add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So one of the more classic ways to one of our classic ways to do fan production and stuff, or energy production, with specifically turbines, is to do something I think that is lovingly referred to as like this, the turbine flower. So, but if you see here, see this, and this is what kind of what we were talking about with regards um, to the space. So this block takes up, if you look at the square, it takes up basically a 3 by 3 square as far as the voxel volume, or the volume of it on the sides left and right. And I believe if we switch over to the new turbine, yeah, it is much larger. So where that one, where this, where this guy takes up, essentially 9 blocks total, nothing can be within inside the 9 square spaces in its footprint as far as the X and the Y. Obviously, it has a fairly large vertical too, but um, it's a 9 block space with regards to positions around it, whereas this guy here takes up, God, I don't even know how many that is. That's, what is that? We're 5 across. So yeah, 5 by 5 square. So that's a little bit bigger. I love the way they look. I hate that they take up, I'm waving for no reason. I hate that they take up so much space. But it doesn't make them bad. But what I will do, I will say, is it's probably a good idea, at least for some of our more power starved areas, maybe we set up um, at least one flower so we can kind of see what it looks like. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go in here. I'm going to grab, I need actually a steel, man, that is so many. Let's see if we can't get all this synced up. Pop those down. And then I actually need, I want 10 of these bad boys here. I'm going to put that first so I can get them really quick. And we'll go demonstrate what the flower looks like. So it is my understanding, I'm going to come over here. It's my understanding with regards to by the way, I also appreciate the comment that I do a pretty good job explaining. I have to say, sometimes I feel like I do not do a pretty good job explaining. So one of the things I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to move this one block over, because why not? And the reason I'm going to do that is because I want to, first of all, I don't like the spacing, so it's just something I'm going to change. And then I have some other plans for this, but for right now, we're just going to knock this out really quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and that's that. And then what I'm going to do, this is unfortunately going to look a little wonky, I think. We're going to do this guy here, like so. And what we can do with this, now, if we take and we go to our fan turbines, what you do, oh, I'm doing this wrong. See, it just takes that. So we're going to go here, 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 and here. And then go back to that page so I can get these guys back out. And the flowers typically look like this. And what this does, so with regards to turbines, the 8 space marker, and actually I'm pretty sure having this here probably messes with this guy a little bit, but the 8 stage marker, and what this does is the solar I'm sorry, my brain is not working this morning. That's funny, I had a comment saying that I do a good job explaining stuff, while normally I might agree with you. Currently, I feel like I do not do a good job of explaining stuff, so I'm going to do this right here. So the way the solar, so wait, I keep saying solar, that's my problem. I'm hung up on the word solar. The way the turbines work is they have to be 8 spaces away from a mesh item and the ground. So that being said, provided you build your towers high enough and you build your um, the right distance, like this one has no interference left and right. This one has no interference left and right. This one is optimally spaced from that guy left and right. And what that will do is, I'm gonna weld this up because it's gonna be really hard to do later. But what that will do with regards to this is it will allow for um, each one of the things to make optimal energy, but also densely packing the turbines into their space. So for instance, like these right here, because they take up so much space, they're not as densely packed. And I wonder, due to their scale, because they're a 5 by 5 block, as far as width and or X and Y, I wonder if that means they need to be placed further apart than the 8 spaces. I don't know. So let's check here real quick. I need to get some material. I'm gonna go weld this stuff up. So all that being said, we're gonna build at least one flower out here just so I can kind of show how that works and what that looks like. And then we will come back, and I meant to do a whole and what we're going to do today, but I just have botched the whole intro. So I was thinking one of the things I wanted to do today was potentially maybe try time-lapsing in this video. When I get done editing, I might run a time-lapse based on like the welding of things up and stuff like that. I don't know that I will, but you know, that was an idea I had. Okay, I'm gonna go grab some steel plates so I can finish that block, add the other thing, and all those things. So, but I wanted to maybe do a time-lapse deal and see what that looks like. Anyways, so maybe do a time-lapse thing. And then the other thing I was thinking about doing today is starting our first hover build. I'm going to build a rover, but instead of a rover, I'm going to build a hovercraft rover, and I think that will be really fun. And that is my plan. I'm going to build a hovercraft rover. And so we're going to do that today. I know last time I said maybe a solar array. I don't think we'll be doing that right now. I don't think we need the power for it. One of the beautiful things about what the resource mod can get us is basically having auxiliary facilities. So see how this guy is now producing 400? This guy is producing 400 because it has nothing interfering with itself. This guy here should produce 400. So this is overkill. I honestly only need one of these power trees for this, what's going to be here. But I can build out a whole facility. I can put a, what do you call it? I can put a whole facility here, including a refinery, even with yield modules, and this is going to be way overkill for the power needed here. And I also ultimately will put some batteries under each one of these things. Like I said, I have a plan for this, but that's not what we're doing today. So with that right there, so you can see all these things are optimally spaced. This guy's producing 400, this guy's producing 400. This guy here may have gotten hampered. No, he's still about 400, 387. It's close enough. So because of the distance between all the blades themselves, they produce optimal power. And this is a very efficient way to get tons of wind energy on planets where there's an atmosphere. It is a terrible way to get energy on the moon because there's no atmosphere. So there's that. Let's get over here real quick. Whoop! Ouch. I knew it was going to happen. It was only a matter of time. Alright, so what we're going to do today, my thoughts are to start building my rover. That's what I want to do. I'm also going to remove this guy I know I just got it built, right? Like, what are you doing? Why? But I like the idea of having a helm that I can slap down right here, make it look like this will be a good thing as far as controlling stuff goes. I think this will be an excellent way to kind of do that. And it feels, you know, I don't know, feels like you're controlling something inside the industry or inside the industrial process. So we're gonna do that. Have those things toggle on off still. And yeah, that's that. What else? So, but because, I mean, that will still recharge me, but then I think the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to build out like a couch area, like probably maybe a little lunch table to eat after you get done factoring. I don't know. We'll see. So the next order of business, really quick, we're going to make sure that this isn't full of stuff. Oh, and it is. Yay. Okay, you know what? We're just going to
Inventory full.
do a thing real quick. And why are we doing this? Because I need to be able to weld the stuff.
Inventory full.
I need to be able to weld the stuff under this. And I can't do that with this giant hulking thing in the way. And I didn't want to dig a bunch of stuff under the ground in order to do it. So I'm going to grab this. I probably should produce like 100 stone. Yeah, just get some more of these bad boys. And really the goal is to just weld up. Oh, are we out? I believe we're out of iron. Well, flog of seagulls. Oh, we're probably not out of iron. We're probably, all the iron is probably right here. Let's go to production, tools. We're gonna decom a couple of these guys. Perfect. Perfect. Assemble. We get one iron plate out of that. Yay, aren't we so good? Okay, let me go grab some iron really quick. So what I'm gonna do is I want to weld out that platform just so that I don't have to try to dig under it to weld those plates or use some other means. I know that I probably could just build a welder at some point, but that sounds like so much work. And yeah, so ultimately having this, one of the resource nodes, one of the things I really like about the resource nodes and what I'm going to use it for is it should provide me the opportunity to have everything refined off-site, which means the power for this place is all that's necessary to do refining, and the power for the other place, you know what I mean? So that basically, in my mind, the refining efforts.
Fuel low.
Oh, I'm gonna die. And this is why I constantly refill, because now I'm out of jetpack
Fuel critical.
I didn't refill my dang tank. Oh, now I gotta hoof it. Nice leisurely stroll. Bam, 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 bam. You think I can sing good enough to get myself copyrighted Chariots of Fire? Dun, dun, dun. Or is Chariots of Fire in fair use? I don't know. Anyways, so having basically off-site resource refining, I think will be better in the long run, because it means the power, each one of those things is an individually sort of encapsulated power usage. I also think it makes a fun gameplay mechanic. You know, I'm come to this planet. I am going to help start a colony of this planet, a colony of one, and then I report back, you know, to mission control. Hey, the planet is good, but it creates a cool gameplay loop, in my opinion, of having to go like pick up some of the materials, like go get them, bring them back, ferry them, potentially create drones that ferry stuff for me, and I think that'll be cool. I enjoy that sort of piece of it. So because of that, that is my modus operandi with regards to thoughts on why I like resource node stuff, as opposed to, because there's some other really cool mods. There's a mod, it's like called the pipe mod, I think, and basically you set up these other types of resource nodes that you set up these other like they're almost like sorter conveyor systems, and you set them up every I think it's 50,000. It's I don't know. It's like 5 kilometers, something like that. Anyways, you set it up, and it basically creates a pipe. It automatic like auto builds a pipe from point to point, which is really neat. And you can essentially create a network of pipelines that go point to point and feed back to a central location. And that is very cool, but it's also, um, you know, it's also like it takes away the gameplay loop I was just talking about, wanting to have in place. Um, Please stop refining cobalt and start refining something important. Thank you. And then I should be able to inventory, go here. So what I was gonna say is if I do end up doing a if I do end up doing like a time lapse, it'll be just me welding all of this up, I think is what I was thinking in my head. And it wouldn't be a very important person to me was talking to me about how one of the things they enjoy, and I think I also enjoy it too, is like the sort of time lapse mentality, because what happens is instead of you being like, instead of me like, okay, I'm gonna build this stuff out, I'll be right back, and then like cuts to black, I come back and everything's completely done. That can be a little meh. And like, even if I'm not hearing a person talk, or the YouTuber, like, or the person, ramble on, so to speak, what I am hearing or what I am seeing is the work, and it's not just like mystically being done. Um, and so one of the things that I want to try to do is not do that, not cut to Sans video 2 where I had all those issues. I would like to not cut to um, any miraculous like, and it's done. We are done now. So that is what we're gonna try to do. Where's my cargo boxes? I thought there it is. Okay. Place this bad boy back down. Make sure that it's lined up. It is not, because I'm so good at life. Why am I struggling here? What is going on? Alrighty. Now that we got this back up, build planet up. Get this thing back up and running. Now that it's been welded under it, I don't know, makes me feel more complete. And then we can start the actual mission of building a hover car. It'll be my first one. I did watch some tutorials. I cannot think of the single name of the person's tutorials that I watched, but I did watch a few tutorials with regards to how to do this. So first, I want some construction components. I want some of these so I can build piping potentially. Maybe some of these just in case I need some of these for some reason. What else? Probably need all of these. We're going to need all of that. So, first things first, let's build ourselves a hover pad, or a hover vehicle thingy. So, first we need a landing gear. Check. We need wheels. I like the idea of a 5x5 hover vehicle. But we're going to use a couple things. We're going to use, what are we going to use? My brain is not working currently. We want to use the short wheel suspension, I think. I think that's what I want to do. I'm not actually sure. I wonder if it even works with short wheel suspension. I don't know. Alright, so where's 5x5? Okay. We need a basic wheel. We need a 5x5 suspension right will work. And I do want to get this short one just to see if it does work. Actually, take that off there. Man, I cannot. There it is. 5x5 left. Clearly, we need 5x5 right. And then 2x2, 3x3. We do one by one. Alright. Let's see how this... So this is... Oh, this is large. Alright, and then color. Our base color is going to be... We're going to start with this lilac color for some reason. Oh, because it was my... I know why. Alright. Now, for temporary purposes... We're going to build us a little rampy guy so I don't have to have it dropped. I'm so good at this. Yes. Alright. So first things first. Let's go ahead and grab all the components necessary for this. Oh, I picked the wrong one. That's my bad. Let's try this again. All the components necessary for that. And then we'll go ahead and... So what we're doing here with regards to this, if no one's ever built in Space Engineers before, this is your first. Ideally what you want to do is you want to drop these bad boys down. It even locks down in this, even though the thing is incomplete, it actually locks down, which is really quite spectacular with regards to the way Space Engineers works. But now we're going to go up a few. Nope, that's not what we want. Good grief. Go up a few. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're going to go out. Actually, we're just going to go out a bunch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And that number is largely irrelevant. It is not important as to how far we go out. It just has to do with just has to do with me wanting to count out the things, I guess. I don't know. Alrighty, so this is our framework with which we will build our hover thing on. And I think we're going to do a different color. We're going to do this weird gray color. We're going to do clean. Ooh, let's do weldless armor. Yeah, we're going to do weldless armor. See how this goes. What we're going to do is start by building a platform. 6, 7, 8. There's 12. Oh, I'm gonna need more steel plate. I should have done that to begin with. Probably put 200 in production, and while we're sitting here, I might go make a quick ore run, even though I don't have enough inventory space because I'm carrying things, and I'm gonna be lazy and not put it back. Do all things. So, let's see if we can get this done. I think we can. Although I've already been yammering for 30 minutes, people. That is how easy time flies. And that's one of the reasons I think I'm going to do more 30 minutes to an hour episodes. Just because this game takes some time to do some stuff if you don't do time lapses, which is fine. I don't mind it taking a while. But it means that, like, when you set a goal, it's a little harder for those goals to be realized just because you're sitting here, like, desperately trying to I think this might be enough. Let's see. And you'll have to forgive me. Like I said, I'm learning to do this. I have not yet done this before, so first things first, let's see how one, and then I don't know if 5x5 wheels are the way to do this, but it seems to be the way I'm going to do it. Let's do that. And I wonder, I didn't actually do it. I meant to grab the short, what is it, short wheel? It is short wheelbase. So where's the, Short wheel suspension 3x3. 5x5, right. Alright, short wheel suspension. Let's see what that looks like really quick. Okay, okay, okay. 5x5 may be too big. I don't know. What do we think? How do we feel about that? I kind of like it. I think I prefer the short, so let's go ahead and do that. What did I pick? This is the not short. This is the short. We're going to do this. Perfect. And then we're going to do this one right here. And that's what it's going to look like. Ooh, you know, the worst part about this is I'm going to have to figure out how to symmetricalize this. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. You heard it here first. New word of the day, symmetricalize. I think so. This is on the second row. And how many? Second row, and it's one out. Second row, one out. So, second row. Perfect. Alright, that's what we want that to look like. And then we're going to do a bit of lag there, folks. A little bit of lag there. I want to see. Alright, this is just one side of it. I think we're going out too far here. Yeah, that'll be fine. Alright, so that's what we're going to try to do. Now, what else do we need? We need bar. No. We need truss. Is that a thing? Yeah, that's a thing. Truss. Truss, bruv. Truss. Maybe a truss decoy. I don't know. We might use these. We may not. I'm thinking more we may not. But we are going to create. Oh my gosh. Why can't I figure this out? There we go. Good grief. That was a lot of work. Beautiful. Okay. Now, I'm doing something different. I've never seen a design quite like this one. So how many do we need? We need 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. 14. Should I build a welder? Yes. Should I not build a welder? Yes. I don't know. I go back and forth between these things. Like, I probably ought to get a welder. You know what I ought to? I'm sitting here. I'm building a truck, essentially, to ferry the goods back and forth across from our various facilities. And it's important to do that. But I could also... I probably ought to be setting up static mines for the gold, the silver, all those things, instead of what I'm currently doing. But here we are. So, all right. So now, how many? So this goes to 4. This goes to 5. That doesn't look right, does it? Oh, it is. It is. This goes to 4. So 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 8. I assume. Oh no, it's more exaggerated than that. So this is 2, 3. So if it's 4.
Energy low.
I know, energon low. 4, 5, and then, was that 6? 5? 7, so 7. Energon's low, let's go over here real quick. Refill all our juices. I think it actually recharges faster being on this thing. So, anyways, today we're really going to try to get at least the base of this thing set up. I don't know that I'm going to be able to finish it inside a single episode without taking forever, but that's alright. That is alright. Also, I believe JB, is it JB? Yeah, JB King said the cake is a lie, and I was wondering if he was implying that our fearless Lord and Savior Clang is equally homicidal as GLaDOS. Comment down below if you think Clang is more or less homicidal than GLaDOS from Cake. From Cake. Oi. Oh, and the inevitable has happened. I have ran out of steel plates. Let's go ahead and queue up another 200 of those bad boys, because it's going to be a minute. Alright, so once we... How many do we go out? We step out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We need to step out one more time. 4. Whoops. I will say building in creative, the one thing I do love about it is that you can very easily place blocks. You can hold, I believe it's control. Okay, let's see. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 across. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we start stepping it back. We start throwing stuff on the ground. Start stepping it back. And then this goes up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. 1. Beautiful. And then we go to our wheels and we say you are 1 right here. I think we need to rotate them so that they are in the same orientation. Is that correct? No, that's way off. Oh, well, that's my bad. We're gonna change it because I like the way this side looks better. I gotta change this orientation back. Pop, pop. Nope. Alrighty, and then this one, what is it? We got 2 blocks there, and we're 2 blocks in. 2 blocks there, 2 blocks in. 2 blocks from the front. 2 blocks in. So like right here, is that right? 2 blocks here, 2. Nope. Is it? How many from the front of the vehicle? I assume this is the front. I don't know. So we 2. So it's just on these 2 blocks. So 1, 2, 3. So 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. We'll just go 1, 2, 3. And then it's right. Should be right here. Does that look right? That looks right. And then this guy here is right there, I believe, is how that's supposed to look. All right, look at that, ladies and gentlemen. We have what is the beginning of our hover vehicle. Now, I think I may have lied. I think this may be the back. We'll see. We'll find out, won't we? Next time on Dragon Ball Z. No, just kidding. We'll find out now. Truss block. I want... Oh, what is this? Okay, truss. Trust me. It's interesting. There's only a couple of those things, so we're going to try. We're going to use this guy here. Oh, this doesn't have a small grid. You... Blah. Okay, that's okay. beam. We're absolutely gonna need a gyroscope. Does this have a small grid? I actually don't think it does either. Let's find out. Oh, it does. Little baby light. That's kind of cute. All right, we're gonna plop one of those there just because it's adorable. Ooh, 2 baby lights. Okay, those will probably get moved. That's okay. I like it. Let's see. So we definitely need some. We're not gonna do the gyros yet. What was I trying to do before I got distracted? Once more. All right. Beams, beams, beams. The magical fruit. I'm gonna change the beam color up. I'm gonna make it a green beam. And we're gonna do, I think we're gonna go rugged. Just because we want it to look cool. So, I think first and foremost, the only problem that I have, oh yeah, I made a mistake. I made a boo-boo. The only problem I have is probably how this is all gonna line up. So, we're gonna see. We're gonna place this, first we're gonna weld up some blocks. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we are going to place a block. 1, 2, oh, of course I need steel plate. Back to the steel plate machine. Quickly. Get hydrogen, refill. Click here, grab my 200 steel plate. Come back here. Okay, so what? How many blocks is this? This is 6 in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks in. Come over here. 1. Oh, we need to weld some stuff up first. Okay. And then how many blocks? 3 in. 3 and 6. 3 and 6. 3, 6, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ah, they're killing me here. Whoa. Right. And then do this here. Alright. How's that look? Looks interesting, right? Something fun. Now really quick, we're just gonna go here and I'm gonna go back to this color here. I'm gonna just okay. I like the idea of we're gonna do some looking really quick. See what kind of cockpit looks cool here. So the problem is all these cockpits are 2x. Or no, they're 3x. So I should be able to center this. Doing with the truck cockpit, I have an affinity for this guy right now. Even though I think he's not going to sit in the center because is he a 3? So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So, oh, he's going to be off centered, isn't he? Oh, he is. Gross. Okay, well, we've made a horrible mistake, but that's okay because you know what's good about mistakes, horrible or not. We can do something different with the ATV. Is that ATV? No, it's not. Rover? No, I don't want to do that. What are they? Control seat. What are they called? cannot remember. One of the packs had like an ATV bike seat type thing. I want that, but I don't know how to look it up because I don't know what it's called. Is it Wasteland? It's not Wasteland. Although the rover cockpit's pretty neat. No, we're not gonna do that. Ooh, are we? No, we'll come back to that. Maybe that one if we don't do the one that I'm looking for, if I ever figure out what it is, you guys will know here first. I think it's under cockpits, but it's not. All right, we're gonna use a pipe one, even though I don't. Actually, we're gonna see real quick because one of these is properly scaled and one of them is not. So let's do it quick. I'll put this one here. So this one is a 2 for block. Oh, that'll be perfect. What about the other one? The other one is is it also a 2 for block? It is not. It is, how many blocks are you? You're 3. Okay, well that answers the question I needed answered. We're gonna just plop this guy right here in the center. Do I want that right there? No, I don't, but I do want 2, 3, 4. We'll see how this goes. Perfect. Now. Ah. Some more hydrogen. Withdraw. Okay, jump. Oh, nope. Just kidding. Alright, so. There it is. The start of our rover, of our hover thing. This looks wonky as heck. I'm excited. I'm excited about how dumb this kind of looks. It's going to be great. So the other thing we want, because this is a transport vehicle, right? We want to make sure that we can transport stuff. And that's the whole point. That's the big idea. So I don't want the industrial large. I want a regular large container, and I want it to be here. So large containers irritate me sometimes because they have these small conveyors. Large container, large hole, so they have 3 large holes. And I want this to not look stupid, so we're going to try to do large holes on the 2 sides and the back. We're going to go, yep, we're going to try to do this right here. And why we're doing this, you might wonder, is because I want this to not... You know what I didn't think about, though? I will say the one thing I'm not currently thinking about. Did I line this up properly? I think I did. Holy cow, look at that. Nope. Nope. I did it. I did it perfect. Well, perfect-ish. No such thing as perfect, right? Alright, let's get some batteries on here. I'm going to do the warfare ones, and I want the chargeability to be visible. I think we're going to do this. This is going to be good. I promise everybody I am not losing my mind. Well, I am, but for different reasons. This is the green block. So we're gonna do dual trusses off these trusses here. I think it looks neat. Oh, did I mess up? I did mess up. Oh no. The batteries. Well, one of the dumb things about batteries is they're an awkward shape. So, not saying that we can't get this done. It's just not the way I wanted it to be initially. Do we deign to go get that piece of... Nah, I don't think we need the... We don't need the survival kit, but maybe we should have done a survival kit, you know what I mean? The... What do you call it? Ah. Okay, look at that. We've got some structural reinforcement there. I think we might do... I don't know what we might do, but first let's get some hydrogen. We are gonna go get that. We're gonna go pick up the we're gonna pick up that thing. It's nighttime. I didn't even realize. You guys see this? Look at this. I'm not even paying attention to the time of day. There is a mod, by the way, and I don't know what it's called. And if somebody in the comments, please, if you have seen the mod, there's me gliding in a tree. Oh, so good. Anyways, there's a mod. There's a mod that puts the time of day into it puts your time of day and like of the I think of the planet. It makes the time of day like on the map and stuff. And I don't know what that mod is called, but if you know what it's called, please let me know, because I would love nothing more than to have a mod that says like, oh, it's now 10 o'clock. Although I will say, I know it's nighttime, and I typically like nighttime's not great for building and visuals and stuff. But look, again, this Hubblegum mod link in the playlist description. Look how great this looks, all courtesy of the beautiful satellite we sent to space so very long ago. Where's the button for this guy? Because I think let's see what we got, guys. Do we? Oh, rainbow suit. We don't really need the stuff from this, but I'm going to scrap it. Oh, here's a good example. See how this interior light, that has got 2 construction components. If I drill this down, this will disappear. It just disappears. I didn't get those construction components, near as I can tell. Oh, I did. Okay. Good job, Keen. Thinking ahead. Smarter than me. Actually, ooh. We can always use steel plates, so, you know, this is a worthwhile mission. And I think we're going to probably end it here. I know we did not get everything done we wanted to get done. We didn't, but we started our rover. We built a power flower. I'm going to debit that. Is that what it's called? Somebody let me know if it's already been called power flower. If not, TM, Quantum Tator's power flower. The turbine power flower, courtesy of Quantum Tator, which is also... Concept's not new. Maybe the title's new, though. The naming convention is new, and that is what is important. You know, what you call a thing. The words you speak to summon it into the world. That's important, right, guys? All right, let's drop some stuff off. Oh, I guarantee that didn't put away my money. Alrighty. Now, that is it. That's gonna be it for today, guys. I know that it was well, it's not a short one. We didn't get a whole lot done, but why can't I sit on this? Am I pressing the... Oh, I'm pressing the button. So, and now it's a foggy night. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. This is the start of our hover cargo transport. I had this crazy idea from seeing someone make sort of an ornithopter looking thing, and I thought this could be very entertaining. So, what this thing needs still is probably a couple of gyroscopes on the off chance I inevitably flip my vehicle over, and for some control in the air, and then it's going to need some propulsion. Left, right, up, down, that kind of thing. Well, not up, down, but left, right, forward, and back. So, next time we will continue working on the hovercraft, our cargo transport hovercraft. And who knows what else we're going to get up to. Could be anything. Could be just this. Thanks for all the comments down below. I love the support. It's crazy. I have just starting Space Engineers, I seem to have gained or doubled my subscriber count, which isn't a whole lot, but still, that's a really exciting milestone at 50 subscribers as a hobby, something I'm doing for fun. It's been really great. It's been really great trying to keep up and comment with everybody and make sure that, you know, you guys know that I am reading those comments. So, with all that, we will catch you guys later. Don't forget, like, share, subscribe, bell notifications, so you don't miss an episode. And I think that's it. So I will catch you later, taters. Can't wave on a ship. Bye.